As you may have noticed this week, I took some time to take my daughter to college. Joy is, thank you. Uh, I'm assuming that's for her for actually getting into college, not necessarily for me. But she's in Chicago, it's Columbia College. She's a dance major. She is thrilled beyond belief for a lot of reasons. One, getting out of the house. Two, she loves big cities, so she's in Hog Heaven in Chicago. It's right downtown, like 3 blocks from Grant Park. Like, she's a foodie, so I tell her, you need to get a part-time job. I'm not paying for all the eating out. So, she's found her bliss. She's in Hog Heaven. So we were driving over to Chicago, and I thought, I would take this opportunity. She's a captive audience in the car, impart some final, gems of wisdom about being in college and preparing all that stuff. That was a plan I had in my mind. Okay, you know the joke. How do you make God laugh? You tell her your plans, right? So that was the plan. Something slightly different happened. Okay, Joy kind of turned it around on me. And she turned it around by asking me questions about the Ask the Minister service that I had 2 weeks ago. She was in here, sitting in the back, listening to it. And this is how it kind of started. We were talking, and then there was a little bit of lull as we were driving and listening to music. And she said, and I'm going to quote her directly so you really get the essence of what it means to raise a child in unity who has a deep sense of spirituality and is not afraid to share what's on her mind. And we can edit this in post. But she says, and I quote, "Oh, by the way, that thing you said in Ask the Minister about watching TV is a spiritual practice, I call bullshit on that." Spiritual practice is anything that we do that allows us to know and live God more. Anything that we do that allows us to know and live God more. Say it one more time. Spiritual practice is anything we do that allows us to know and live God more. Okay? And remember, in unity, we are thinking of God as principle, as presence, the ever-pervading essence of all that is also all we are, the essence of who we are. Okay? So how do we know that more? There are many ways you can get to know that more. What I find is the most effective is to know myself more. Okay? If God is the essence of who I am, if I want to know God more, I need to know myself more. Why myself? Because I've been with me from the beginning. Okay? Whether I want to know it or not, I am the thing that I know best. Okay? And at the same time, because we are this essence that is divine, but we're also human, we're kind of sometimes in this roller coaster conflict of challenge, opportunity. Yeah, you're getting the hang of it. Okay, so I need to know myself more. How do I know myself more? I know myself more by practice of mindfulness and self-awareness. So what is mindfulness and self-awareness? I know myself more based on what I think, what I say, and what I do. I'm ultimately always going to think, say, and do the things that I believe. But what there is always, where am I coming from? Because here's the thing. Because God is the essence of who we are, God is the essence of all that is, these principles, love, life, creation, all these principles are always in action. We can't turn them off. We're always creating. We're always expressing love. We're always expressing abundance. However, depending on where we are in consciousness, so, for example, love, that thing that connects us all, the essence of harmony. If our consciousness is really underdeveloped, love shows up as obsession. Love shows up as possession, wanting to possess, to own. And then emotions of jealousy and anger roll in after that. That's distorted love. That's misusing our power of love. You've heard me say it many times. Worry is a misuse of the power of our imagination. When we worry, we take that power of imagination, one of our innate 12 powers, and we dreamscape the worst possible scenarios. That's what worry is. Why don't we, by default, dreamscape the best possible scenarios? We can choose to do that. But when we catch ourselves, and again, back to the self-awareness, sometimes I believe self-awareness is really the only spiritual practice we ever need. When we catch ourselves dreamscaping the worst-case scenarios and worrying, first, let's be gentle with ourselves. Don't judge ourselves. Oh my God, I should know better. Let's not beat up on ourselves, what the Buddhists call the second arrow. Let's not beat up on ourselves for doing that. Simply go, wait, I'm dreamscaping the worst possible scenarios. Why do I believe these things might happen? What is it that I am afraid of that causes me to believe that these possible worst scenarios are what's going to happen? What truly do I believe? Do I truly believe that I will always be taken care of, or do I somehow, deep inside of me, believe that there is not enough in this universe? That's the difference between lack and abundance in terms of your dreamscapes. And if you figure out what you truly believe, then you ask yourselves, do I want to change that? Yes or no? If it's no, why not? If it's yes, how? And in so doing, you transform yourself to be a deeper, more expansive version of the Christ essence that you are. That is spiritual practice.